It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition for Monday, the 7th of November. I'm James Spann. We're looking for rain. Can we find any? Is the big pattern flip still on for mid-month? Much to talk about as we are in the midst of a very brutal drought. So here we go. There's the water vapor satellite view across the nation early this morning. You can see a trough across the Great Plains, ridging across the eastern states. The core of the westerly is really up in Canada, however. And look at all those numbers all over the board. But clearly, the urban heat island effect is in full force. Look at Birmingham at 61. You go to Tuscaloosa, they're at 49, Gadsden 48. And again, that's why you see those warmer nights in the cities, the infrastructure creating that in these zones like that. But it feels pretty good. And the high today should be in the upper 70s in most spots today. This should be the warmest day of the week. Around the nation, I'd say temperatures are fairly seasonal. The coldest air is up in the northeastern states. Watch warning map, frost advisories for parts of North Carolina. Otherwise, things are pretty quiet. And maybe some thunder on the Gulf Coast today. You see green over South Louisiana, coastal Mississippi. But around here, we're still dry. And boy, this is discouraging. This is the rain for the next 7 days. Valid through Monday morning of next week, basically nothing for most of the state. And if indeed this verifies, we're going to break that streak of 52 consecutive days with no rain set in 1924. We'll blow through that on Thursday of this week. Although we might see a few sprinkles tomorrow morning, as you'll see. Tropics, very quiet. Hurricane season runs through the end of November, but no sign of any mischief there. So let's dive in here and see what we can stir up, especially at mid-month. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at noon today, back on standard time. Ridging across the plains, ridging across the southeastern states here, a weak trough across the plains. And again, we're dry. And upper 70s today. Again, this should be the warmest day of the week. We note showers break out west of the state, Louisiana, parts of Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas. Now, tomorrow, you can see the GFS depicting rain-free conditions at noon, but we'll go to the high-res NAM. This is 4 a.m. With that little weak trough, and again, it suggests that maybe there would be a few spritzes around here, a raindrop or two, but that's not going to do anything, and the air is going to be pretty dry, and I guess we might mention a small chance of a shower here, but that's not going to do much for anybody. And then at noon tomorrow, the NAM showing maybe a few little sprinkles south of Interstate 20. So I really get the idea for most everybody around here. We stay dry. The sky could be cloudy at times tomorrow, and the high will be closer to 70. We'll go to Wednesday. New surge of dry air drops in. 10:30 high coming down across Kansas. Maybe breezy at times. The sky will be sunny, the high in the low 70s, and this is Thursday. Thursday morning is going to be pretty chilly. We'll see 30s in many spots. I'd say the low between 37 and 41. The high will be probably in the 60s, and the same thing on Friday. So very chilly mornings, but probably no frost because no moisture and a breeze there. This is Saturday as the weekend begins, and again, it just looks, the numbers look marvelous. The low will be around 40. The high will be in the mid to upper 60s. A delightful fall day for football or anything else you want to do, but of course there's no rain involved here, and the same thing on Sunday. We'll start the day around 40. The high will be in the upper 60s. And this is Monday of next week, a little trough shortwave east of here, and we're still dry. So again, we're looking for rain. Let's go out to the end of the forecast period on the GFS. This is on the 16th of November, and you can see how troughing is forming over the eastern states. Now, we're still dry here, and that's not good. In fact, look at the rain for the next 10 days off the GFS. 0, nothing, not a drop for most of the state except for the far southwestern corner. This is valid through the 16th of November. European, again, it's got, this is more reliable at mid-month, and this is typically the one you want to see here. This is the 16th of November. Very deep trough over the eastern states. That's your pattern flip. And where that axis sets up will determine the chance of rain, and this does show some rain. Clearly not much. That's like a half 1/2 to 1 inch here, but goodness, that's a start. But that is the sign that things begin to change at that point. And specifics you can't identify. The models will struggle with specifics in a pattern flip days and days in advance like this. And here's a look at again, this is coming off the ensemble, still suggesting over 5 inches of rain here between mid-November, mid-December. In the numbers, you can see really after today and tomorrow, highs dropping in the 60s and lows well down in the 40s. And I do think we'll see a lot of 30s in here late this week and over the weekend. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and God bless.